dapin 赛的客语是走过土地的印记，现在就带着旅行的渴望出发。
只有好好的去深耕自己的文化，才有办法让人家看到文化的厚度跟它的美丽在哪里。
到初次造访的部落，跟族人们一起工作，一起生活，写下彼此最深刻的故事。
跟着大饼去旅行。
那这个陶壶呢，其实在排湾族、鲁凯族都常有陶壶。那百步蛇在鲁凯跟排湾的神话故事里面都占有很重要的角色。百步蛇是祖先，也是很好的朋友，所以这个就是在当代的排湾鲁凯的原住民艺术家最常去表现的手法。那另外我们也可以看到，用传统图文到刀鞘上面的图文，它这个图文里面就会用到卑南族的传统服上面的编织，这个是男子裤子嘎定上面的这个图文，把它应用在这上面。所以我们可以看到很多传统应用到当代艺术，或者是到当代的设计或生活产品的作品非常的多。
之前的人有这样做吗？还是
其实之前并没有这样做，之前的刀就是纯粹工具用的刀。那排湾族虽然有礼刀，但它的图文是跟这个卑南不一样。其实我本身学创作出身的，只是因为我在我的硕士之后参与了很多原住民相关的工作。那后来决定在读博士的时候，我是走设计策略。那我的内容面就是在讲原住民的传统工艺怎么运用到当代去做生活产品设计。那我在06年带着这一份研究成果回到台湾的时候，发觉台湾也正在做这件事情。所以就会在这个领域那继续做，那在台湾就称文化创意产业。其实这个我们从它任何一个面看，它都是一个八角花的形状，它就是在所有的自然纹路看得到的图文，全世界都有，它不属于任何一个族群，等于是在人类发展的时候自己跑出来的一个图文。那我想用这个图文去跟所有地方的人去交朋友。那我的专长是在陶瓷，所以我试图把它做成立体的。然后立体的它本身可以有很多的变化，它是一个有盖子的，所以每一个面向它看起来都是八角花。然后这一个系列的我还把它做成盒子、盆子，那甚至花器，然后到灯具。所以希望说这个图文是可以跟大家分享的，因为它是一个最简单也是大家都有的一个花纹。另外呢，这2本其实就是解释我这一次带过去的作品里面，我怎么做的。我是从我们的绣纹里面去延伸出来我的想象，然后做成我的作品。所以这本是在诉说这个过程，所以我很希望把这个图文怎么的去变换，这个概念跟大家分享。
走入每一个部落，就像踏进不同的国度。在地丰富的人文样貌，诉说着人与土地的故事。我很期待这趟旅程能在 Rotorua 留下最深的大饼。Rotorua 是纽西兰最热门的观光景点，除了欣赏火山地热，还可以体验毛利文化，更在毛利人自主经营、推广传统乐舞与美食的 Tipuya。设立雕刻与编织教室，让来访的朋友可以从生活与艺术面接触毛利文化。
这次是我第2次到 Tipuya， 因为相隔了5年。那这次来，我还是会第一个想去看我最想看的工艺学校。So how many students here? 10. So it's all from the tribe or?
From right throughout New Zealand. No, you have to have Maori blood.
Wow. Okay.
So male Maori blood in you. between the age of 18 and
Yes.
35. That age. Chipuya actually pays them to come and learn.
To
They
pay.
get a wage. Yes.
那在公益学校部分，我认识的老师们都还在那边教，代表就是他们又培育出一批又一批的新生代的创作者，到可能回到各部落去服务、去回馈。So how about your feeling to be with those Maori young generation?
You have to be of Maori blood to get into the school.
Yes.
I have Maori blood on my father's side of the family. So that allows me to get into the school.
Okay.
So I have a tribal area and my own canoe where I come from.
How many years you stay here to teach?
My teaching probably from about 1976. I first started teaching.
Okay. Yes.
Carried on teaching from that point.
So that means you already teach like 100 students from here.
Well, you have to have a passion for it.
Okay.
You must
Wow.
have a passion for this art. If you don't have the passion, it's not going to be for you.
That's true.
A lot of people say to me, because I'm married but I don't have children, you see. So, well,
Just like your kids.
That
Oh,
board
that's-
up there, the honors board, has got all of my sons on there that I've taught over the years.
That's
the way I
great.
look at it, yeah.
在台湾做传统工艺传承的年轻人并不多，大家都想当当代艺术家。那我其实最想看到的，就是当代的年轻的一代，他是如何的去做创作。尤其他们从他的前辈学来的这个转换的模式，到当代他如何的再去消化、内化、再转换出来。那又因为我自己是在大学教书，那也想知道说，在纽西兰他用什么方法让年轻人喜欢这些传统的工艺，然后把它变成当代创作的一个媒介或一个媒材。Hello, I'm looking for Corey.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. Are you Corey?
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
从小生长在雕刻世家的 Corey Masters， 曾在毛利艺术雕刻学院学习雕刻。2014年获得毛利新兴艺术家奖，得奖作品不是雕刻，而是编织创作。20几岁的他，为什么不选择毛利艺术中最为人赞叹的雕刻工艺，而是编织创作呢？这让我惊讶与好奇，更想认识 Corey 心中珍贵的毛利编织文化。
So when we harvest, this is harakeke.
Yes. So how you choose the right one to cut it out?
So as you can see, the flax grows in a clump, and there's one that's in the middle, and that's the baby, and these are his parents. So we don't touch the baby or the parents, but we
Yes.
can cut the grandparents and the great-grandparents.
Okay.
We pull it out like this, and we go right to the bottom,
Yes.
and go down on an angle, like that.
Okay. So this one. So that's why you keep this one growing.
Yeah, and it'll grow and grow and grow. See, there's another one. There's the baby, the awhirito.
Yes.
So we go on either side of that.
So those two can cut it out. I see. Okay.
And the reason why we cut it downwards is so that when it rains, the water doesn't get caught in here
Yes.
and it can go out. Otherwise, if the water gets in there, it'll rot.
Oh, I see.
And see this gel?
Yes.
This is the gel we use to stick the feathers together, and then we weave it onto the cloak.
Yes.
And it's also good for sores, for burns.
You just put it on the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite sticky one. Yeah. Cool. That's traditional knowledge.
Yeah.
Can I try?
Yep.
That side. Okay.
See those one?
Those ones. Okay. So I cut this one out. Okay. I made it. So how about those gatherings? Depends on which season.
All year round, but we don't cut in the rain.
Oh, so today's a little bit raining.
Yeah. That's why it's good it's stopped.
Okay.
I don't know why we don't cut, but that was just what my grandmother told me.
Okay.
That'll be enough. So the next stage is sorting out which is good and which isn't good.
Yes.
We call that marari,
Marari.
and it's no good.
No
We just chuck it away.
Okay.
But it's also good to cut it out of the bush. Otherwise, this will go in all the leaves.
Oh, okay.
So we can chuck that away.
Okay, throw this away.
And this is what we're looking for.
That's a good one.
Yep. Then you go half it like this, put it
Yes.
together. Then you go about that much off. So we can leave it still on there.
Yes.
Then we go to this other side. It's got hard there.
Oops.
You put your nail in there.
Yes.
Yep.
Right here.
Now you use this. See how many you can get out of each blade. So you go like this side. And you want to go from the outside.
So this should be like
Yeah.
this.
And this makes our whenua all the same size. The next, so we split it.
So it's quite hard. I think this fiber is very hard.
Now this is the tricky part, and we call this takiri. So you're gonna have to
Takiri.
follow me.
Okay.
Then you put your finger in like this, and right down, and then we crease it and fold it like this,
Yes.
and put our thumb on, yep, and press it
Yeah.
right down, yep. Now you squeeze tight on your thumb like this, and hold it like this, and you're gonna pull it straight down the blade. Don't pull it up, otherwise it won't come off.
See
Fast, so hold it and fast, and you should get the fiber. Nah,
No success.
nah. Quick, you nearly had it.
Yes, nearly. So can I use this one?
Nah,
It's okay?
it's all right. Okay,
Try
if you
again.
just mark those ones for me, just all you have to do is do this for me.
Let me try again. How about this?
Nah,
Nah.
we only need a little bit. Otherwise, when we
Okay.
do our plait, the plait will be fat at the
Okay.
bottom of our basket. We only need a
Too fat.
little bit.
Okay, the soft one.
Yep.
Okay, let me do that.
It's the hardest job of making the basket is this.
我拔得太不好了，所以他要我做这个就好了。
You got the easy job.
So as we know, some people say the weaving is for women's work, but I saw you are doing the weaving.
Yeah.
So can you tell me why?
Well, I can only speak on behalf of my family, and we've been weaving for generations.
Yes.
And my uncles are weavers, and it's just always been a part of our family.
So it's not just for women to do that. It's
Nah.
family do that together.
Yeah, yeah. It was for a long time in New Zealand. That's how it used to be. But before they came, nah. Everyone helped if you could.
So not depends on man or woman.
Nah.
Okay. So that's why you start to do the weaving, or just from your parents or your.
I grew up around it, so it's normal.
Okay, so that's why.
Everyone did it in my house.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So it means that you are already doing the weaving quite a long time.
Yep.
让我蛮惊讶的，在当代拿材料这么方便的时候，他愿意花这么长的时间去采集、去处理材料，他都觉得乐此不疲。他就说，这个就是用手去感受祖先给他的智慧，令我这个在学校也在教书的人觉得蛮羞愧的，因为他真的去执行这件事情，而不是说因为这次的需求他才这么做，因为他认为说现在秉持这样概念的很少了，他很希望就是一直延续下去，也许影响不了他人，但是他们的家族可以继续的一直的做下去。
跟着大屏去旅行。
We leave this, we call this whiri. It means plait. So we use this to plait a rope all together. This is how we make stronger baskets. Because it makes when you're carrying heavy things, you need a
So-
strong bottom.
Okay, so it's a stronger button.
Yeah.
The reason.
Whereas if you're making a smaller basket, it doesn't need to carry a heavy load.
So today we are not going to use this one anymore. So we just
Cut
cut
it
it.
off, yeah.
Okay.
This is called a kete, and this is
Harakete.
called a kornai.
Konai.
It has no plait in the bottom.
So that's totally different. Okay. So we are doing this one.
Yeah.
Either this. Okay. Nice.
So now we're going to use the flat edge
Flat.
of this knife. And so there's a shiny side
Yes.
and then a dull side. The knife is going to go on the dull side, flat, and then just soften the leaf. Yep.
Okay.
Anything hard with a not too sharp edge. Yeah.
You can use that.
If it's too sharp, you'll cut the flax. And you want to try and do it smoothly, like instead of going. And then you only need to do it a couple times on that side, and then only once on this side. And that makes it softer. You can feel it now how your
Yeah.
leaf has gone really soft.
It's very different. Okay. So it's not easy, yeah? Have to use
I
quite a
can
lot.
hear the sound you're doing it wrong.
Really? It's
See
the
the-
wrong side or
See the
not?
line? No. She's got no lines on my one.
Okay.
It's just going. It's jumping. It's going. Yours looks like a zebra. I heard it again.
That's the first time I learned this.
You sound like a helicopter.
Yeah.
So nice and slow.
Nice and slow.
Little bit more. You'll get it.
Okay.
You got 10 more to do.
10 more. Maybe after 100 I will
Yeah,
become the
yeah.
expert.
So the next, I'm gonna use the string to hold all of the first 10 together.
Yes.
This one goes over the top, and the bottom one comes up. Then grab another one, put it next to it, close together. Now the top one
Top
comes
one
over,
comes over.
and the bottom one locks it in place. And remember to top and tail, and shiny side
Shiny side.
up. The reason why we top and tail is because the bottom's thicker than the top, and if you put all the tops, all the thicker end at one end, your basket's gonna lean one side.
Oh, that's right.
You just want it to be tight, but not too tight. It folds the yeah.
This one.
And that one.
Sometimes it's hard to tell which one is shiny side. For me.
When you get to the end, you just tie it up. Just a normal tie,
Normal
like how you
tie.
tie your shoelaces.
Uh-huh.
Like this. And up.
On the top. Okay.
Now we're gonna start pull 5 back, every second one.
So
Then you grab one of these. You gotta sort of place it in the middle so you've got the same length on either side. Shiny side up. So then next you put it right up to the edge there, and you go singly like this. Put them down, one at a time. Now you know when you pull this one, now you pull up the other
put
one.
another.
But you gotta pull it so it's tight so the weave hasn't got gaps in it. So you're pulling the one that's underneath up, over, and pulling these ones back this way. Remember to pull it
Put it.
and then like this. Sort of make sure you pull it back like this and then over. So it's no gaps. This is whenever someone's wanting to learn how to weave, this is the first thing you'll weave. because there's so much you learn from this
Yes.
that you can take into other baskets, mats. It's good foundation.
Okay. So the basic one.
Yeah.
Very basic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're going to flip it over.
Uh-huh.
This is the inside of the basket, and we're going to make the corners over here or over here. So what we do is go to a corner, find the corner,
Yes.
and we go like this. And then over, this one comes over. Now this one goes back. This one comes down, the next one.
This one.
Yep.
Okay.
And then this one that we put back comes back.
Back.
So we do the same thing. We'll weave 5 this way and 5 that way.
Let me try.
So you can make big baskets like this too. Depends on, but it's got to be an even number. So
Even
it's like
number.
we've done 10,
10.
you can do 12, 12, 20, 20.
Yes.
So you can make the basket as large as you want.
Oh no, I forgot.
Now you grab one. No, grab those 2 back, remember? 1,
2. And put this one down.
Yep.
Put this back. And those 2.
You got them. If you make these usually and you use them like you give gifts and you put gifts inside them, or you might be giving a donation like a koha, we call it.
Koha?
A koha. You
What's
got like
that?
a donation or some money and you're giving it to someone, you put it inside
Yes.
these baskets. These baskets are easy to make and cook to make.
Yes. 5.
5. You have to wait
So what's
for me
the
now.
next?
You have to wait for me. So that's one corner done. There's
One
your corner here. Now
Okay.
you got to do the same thing on this corner.
Another corner.
Yeah. You can take this out now. And then fold it.
Yes. I made it.
Now we got to be careful it doesn't all fall apart.
Yes. Almost fall apart.
Yeah.
OK， 那 Corey 他非常有耐心的，就是一步一步的教我做，但他不帮我做，他就是一步一步的让我自己去完成，让整个经纬线，然后交织可以变成一个，可以站起来变成一个篮子。哦，原来这个也蛮深奥的智慧，而且在看他示范做编织的时候，那所需要花费时间这么长，他怎么有办法坐得住这样一点一滴的累积而成？然后他就会说：“哦，这个就是我找回我们先人祖先的那个方式。那一个篮子可以这么坚固的去使用装载东西，甚至在 Maori 的文化里面，这些篮子还可以装食物去烹煮。”所以可以知道，这真的是跟生活密不可分。
Next thing we do is we're gonna cut these off and then we'll be
Yes.
finished.
If not high enough, that will slip out.
Yeah. Now anything you make, you're always gonna have to make the first one,
Yes.
and you always gotta give away your first one. It's just the custom we do. You can pick whoever you like to give it to. Might be to your family or someone else in your family. It's totally up to you. I think it's so you don't have to look at it anymore. So you can give your ugly one away.
No, but that's the very first one, so
Yeah.
I think I will keep that. I think mine is prettier than yours.
Yeah. You've made a corner.
So could you please tell me, this kind of basket is a kind of traditional way to do that, traditional knowledge to
Yeah.
do that. But how about your creation? I know you got some new works. So when you start to do that?
All my work I do, even
Yes.
though it's quite new or contemporary, as people would say. I have a strong passion for the traditional
Yes.
ways of doing things and the look of things. That I like the traditional style.
So going to the contemporary one?
Nah, I don't.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
I like the old patterns. I like the old ways of doing things. I like the old colors. I think they're just much more fascinating.
So will you encourage some new generation to go into craft school?
Yep, I'd encourage them to go there.
But I think it's quite hard because 10 for each year to get inside the craft school.
Yep.
Just 10.
When I went there was only 4 that got selected out of 30.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's quite hard.
The whole purpose of that school was to perpetuate these type of crafts, so they wouldn't lose it. So when you go there, you go with the support of your people. Then you have a responsibility to give back to your people. So if I went there just for myself, I wouldn't get it.
Really?
Because it's only you gonna know it. Whereas if I take the knowledge back to my people,
Yes.
it's gonna be a lot more people that can learn.
So another sharing
Yeah, sharing,
to
yeah.
people.
You go back to your people and help your people.
So now you are keep doing
Yeah.
like that.
And I'm lucky that I've got so many people around me that can sort of help me and
Yes.
develop, and we can learn off each other and I learn off them. Or if I need advice, I can go ask them. So we all work together. For us, I think we're real lucky to have someone like him, because he's really pushing forward for us. The new territory, like going out into an international market, whereas we wouldn't have thought that. You have to be exposed to that thing. Eh? It wasn't a natural thing to do art to sell to the world. We learned he pushed that direction.
Kia ora. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I heard from Corey that you are the very good friend to lead the young generation to do some new things. So would you like to say something about those new generation?
Yeah, so the way that our collective is set up, so we sort of fall under the Rakai J.
Yes.
We don't consider ourselves a studio, we consider ourselves more of a family. So my philosophy on setting a place up like this is to create a space that where the next generation can come and they can actually, flourish. So the things that they can do is they can hone their skills, they can learn their craft. But the other thing is being able to make them get to a point where they can market themselves or they can market their work to create a living in what they do, something that they're passionate about.
Lots of stores that sell all kind of jay, but your story is talking about you just use New Zealand jay only.
Yeah.
So
the reason why we use New Zealand jade is because for us, particularly in our studio, we put the material first, the content of what we carve. So our focus more is bringing the material back into the point where it's considered a treasure amongst their people. What kind of happened with the Pounamu trade is it got very commercial, it got very tourist orientated. Our one is just trying to find the balance of where we sit within that industry. So for us it's really about the young guys learning about the different forms, learning about the origins of those meanings of those forms. So with the guys is when they go through the process, and this is myself included, we're coming up with an idea, we're coming up with a concept, we're thinking about what the origins of that concept is. So it's really, to put it quite simply, it's storytelling. It's it's telling about who we are, who our identity is. And if people can relate to what we're trying to say, then it makes it worth it. So it's the way that the guys sort of work, and then once they've done the pieces, we can work to specific customer briefs or design elements.
yes.
But I prefer if the guy's just passionate about a certain form, to learn more about it, research it, run with it, design it, carve it, then usually the work is pretty good. What they don't do is they don't really do repeats, so they don't do what I call biscuit cutting or sort of mass production of certain designs. So really it's the fine balance of creating an income with the same thing and not doing the same thing twice.
Wow.
It's a lot easier if you carve 10 or 20 of one design and your design repertoire is quite small. But with these guys it's pretty much design all the time.
All the time.
Something comes in, they have an idea, design, and then select the material for the piece and then colour. So they put the designs first. The commerciality of things is not that important. But the key is they've still got to make some money in some shape or form.
Yes.
But they're at that point where they are thinking about what they're doing and they're putting basically part of them into the piece. Or if somebody asks them to make something, they're putting part of them through them into a piece. So that can relate to that person.
Great. So your store is doing quite a lot of things because you bring some young generation to do some artwork.
Yeah.
In the same time doing the pass down some cultural tradition.
Yeah.
That's great. Korea, I have to say thank you to you to teach me quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I bring one of my work to you. So would you like to open this one?
I'm lucky.
And this work is from my people. We are good in stitch some pattern. That's one of the pattern Universal uses. But I think because that one is flat one, so it's becoming like three-dimensional.
It's like a star. It looks like a star.
Yeah, like a star.
What does the pattern mean?
No meaning.
Oh,
I
just
think
a beautiful pattern.
Yes, beautiful pattern. Or you just put this one out, or you can put like this. It's okay then. And in the first, I'm thinking you maybe can put some pattern by some pen on the top. It's okay.
I don't want to ruin it.
Okay. 就像我做创作，我常给学生一句话，因为我本身做陶，我常常会说欲速则不达。你想要越快，反而越达不到你要的。那这个在 Corey 身上看得到，他就是一步一步的去熟悉自己的材料，熟悉自己的文化面，这些所有的东西都非常稳定之后，他说这样再去做创作就不会有后顾之忧，不会去担心哪个环节自己没有学到位，没有做到。所以这个态度，我觉得是当代很多年轻一辈想要好好了解自己文化的时候该有的态度。很多想要在当代工艺想要被看到的一些创作者，也许他们也可以好好思考如何跟土地和平相处，回归到做工艺最主要的就是材料部分，如何的去跟材料对话，使用甚至永续的这部分。
跟着大饼去旅行。
Hello, Nikki.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Rotorua 除了木雕与编织外，玉石雕刻艺术也逐渐受到游客注意，但因为媒材单价过高，大部分的艺术家只能投靠玉石连锁店。18岁就开始学习雕刻，为了精进技术赴中国学习的 Nikki Napier， 却在今年勇敢创业。Nikki 要如何吸引拥有玉石欣赏概念的亚洲市场，又保持毛利玉石文化价值？这是我最想了解的事情。
This is a wakahuia, which is a Maori treasure box.
I saw that made by wood, and that's the very first time I saw them made by green stone.
Yeah, so traditionally it was carved out of wood, but because of the tools we use these days, it allows us to carve it out of greenstone. In the old days, the old techniques are just they use sandstone, so they did a lot of rubbing.
Sandstone.
Yes, so they didn't have the big diamond tools that we have today.
I think that's a very great piece of work should be in the gallery or museum, but how can this one in this place? I mean, that's a very great store, but it's a piece of art.
Yes, so I've got another piece that I'm carving at the moment, which is the twin to this piece here. And these pieces will be exhibited in China, in a museum, in the World of Jade Museum and Exhibition Centre.
So that's the very first time you do that for the exhibition. It's not for, for this store or just for your own creation?
Basically, these are for my own creation. It's I guess a development stage for myself and to push the art form. For so long we've been carving, I guess, 2-dimension. So these pieces here are 3-dimension and they haven't really been touched, only in wood carving. So that's what I'm, for my career, I'm trying to push the 3-dimension style.
Cool.
Something like this would take me around about 3 months. 3 months carving.
Wow. So can I touch it?
Yes, go for it.
Yes, this is a nice one. Really nice one. So it's a carbon? It must be heavy. Wow. In the old time, they put anything inside or just
so that you put your most prized items in there.
So that's why that's called treasure box.
Yeah, and so what it is the pounamu is, they say a pounamu is a Maori or wairua. It'll absorb the Maori out of those pieces and remain inside their box.
But I heard from some of my friends that they strongly recommend you because they say your carving skill and the artistic way is very good. So could you please show more to me about your work?
Yep. So this piece here is a tauihu. It took me around about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, so I worked on this piece full time. So the tauihu is the front of a Maori canoe.
Canoe.
Yeah. So yeah, the canoe piece will come out here.
Yes.
So this piece here talks about the migration to Aotearoa. Yeah. The second migration, which was the 12 waka that come over from Hawaii.
Yes.
And settled in Aotearoa.
So would you like to tell me what's the special skill you use in this piece of art?
I guess for me is the simplicity of the line. So you see the line's really simple.
Yes.
It's not overly carved. And the other thing I like about this is the depth in the carving. So it looks 3-dimension as well. And that's something I push. That is one of my styles is I push the depth in the carving. So I like to move a lot of stone to get movement in the piece. So you get natural flow, you get movement.
Yes.
And it separates you from a lot of people. Whether I'm carving a fish hook or carving something really simple, I would always move it. And then when people see that piece, they know, that's Nikinepia.
So it's easy to tell that's your work.
Yes, my personal work.
Okay.
Work that I actually carve.
That's your own style. Yes.
It's got a lot of movement in it. A lot of detail, movement, levels.
Nikki, I quite like this part of traditional Punanu because it's talking about the Maori culture and especially the form and the beauty of the material.
These fish hooks are our oldest forms, carved traditionally.
Yes.
So the heimato brings safe guidance, good health. And in the old days, they actually mixed them as well with bone to make fish hooks to actually catch fish as well.
Wow. So
what they did was they wore them around their necks, but they also used them. They took them off and used them.
Yes.
So you can see the stone here. We've got the orange piece on the outside.
Yes.
So that's what we call flower jade. So flower jade is the oxidized on the outside of the boulder. Yeah. So when the stone is pushed out of the ground, it tumbles and it tumbles and it tumbles, and this is all calcium.
Oh.
Calcium, soil, all the different elements get stuck
Put
on
it
the
together.
outside of the boulder. And then when the stone has got a crack in it, it tends to travel through that crack, and then that's why we get multiple colors.
I see.
You get your rich orange, you get your browns, you get your whites. And that's what's so special about a New Zealand greenstone. It's not just one color, you get multiple colors.
So I think this piece is quite different from the others. In the Asia, we will put some patterns on the top, some carving, but this one just show the beauty of this material. So that's quite different.
Yes, sometimes it's better to leave the piece as it is.
Yes.
Because it tells its own story.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's how we get this rich colouring. And the thing with flower jade, it's getting harder and harder to get. So yeah, they are really special pieces. So we leave them natural. Because if you carve a piece like this, if you carve through it with the traditional Māori designs, you're taking away all that character.
So it's another way you tell some friends who visit here to know the beauty of Maori, how Maori to see stone's beauty. 那的确，它的橱窗都分得很清楚，哪一些是要面对国际市场的物件，带着毛利文化的独特性；哪一些可能是对于毛利传统文化有兴趣的，不管是在地人或者是外地人。那也有 Nikki 他自己本身的创作的作品，甚至于就比较针对亚洲市场的物件都有。我们看到太多的为了观光客的玉石的店，只是有毛利图文这样的物件，会觉得就只是礼品，不会想多看一眼。或者有的人觉得因为便宜嘛，就当做礼品买回去送人也可以，完全不会有这样的感觉。它完全是一个已经跳脱这个礼品感觉的，反而让你觉得说，我有能力可以买这些玉石吗？反而会这样子去想象。
So this is the raw material here.
Yes.
You can see all the natural inclusions in here, which has happened over millions of years.
Yes.
From tumbling down the river. See all the oxidization
Yes.
starting to form around the outside. So this green here, it's showing a lot of green, and that's where we get our nice flower jade from. This particular piece here would be a one piece, so we'll carve one.
Okay.
So we'll carve mountains. This is going to be the sun up the top here.
Oh,
Yeah,
just like
just
a
a one
picture.
piece, just a picture stone.
Yes.
It's got natural and beautiful
View,
views,
landscape.
landscapes, yeah. So it'll be a shame to cut this piece down.
Yes. So it's how to design to do each one of the stone.
Yes. So each stone is different.
See.
Some stones will cut down, some stones will leave as one. But this particular stone would leave as one piece.
台湾在处理这个景色的时候，通常都是切开磨平，但是它的方式是就按照它原本的纹路，这也是一种他在处理玉石的方法。我觉得也蛮尊重石材的，或者是说，不见得每一个石头，它第一个想象的就是做成商品，所以完全的是跳开我们所认知的叫玉石雕刻，保留它原本的美感，再加上它一点点的雕刻，可以更美丽，它会变成一个很棒的作品。
跟着大饼去旅行。
Hi Nikki, I wanted to do one of the piece of mine, so could you please tell me how to do that?
Yep, no worries. We've got this piece here you can carve, which is a roimata.
Yes.
So a roimata is a teardrop.
Teardrop,
Yep.
okay.
It's a symbol of love. First, you're going to draw the outside line of Roimata on here. Okay, so all you got to do here is we want to follow the outside shape.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't have to go right to your line. Just a rough shape. So you just want to keep it flat. Flat. Yep, that's him. Then you drag it right around. Keep going. Okay, so now we're going to draw a line down the centre line, right around the piece. So the next stage, we're going to round it to the point. That point there. Round it.
Yes.
We'll start one side first. This side, flip it over. Yes, that's good enough.
Okay.
This has got a wider surface. So same thing, keep it flat.
Yes.
Okay, then you can also straighten up that line as well.
Okay. Stand it.
So same thing, you want to round it over. Put it over.
Smooth surface.
Just set it X.
Look at that.
Should we sharpen it here, mate? Okay, so this one here.
做这个的过程里面，他有提到，就是说可以的话，他希望有一部分魔芋的部分可以变成一个可以让大家体验的工作室，让一些学校的学童或者一些有兴趣对毛利文化有兴趣的人，他可以来体验怎么去魔芋。然后可以带一件自己的作品回去，因为他也说到了，纽西兰是很多观光客会来拜访的地方，而且毛利文化也是大家会去知道的。但是在旅游这部分，不见得每一个人都会停下来了解玉这部分。他希望可以借由这个店，可以传达这些讯息。
So we use the oil to give it a nice shiny. But your natural oils, when you wear it,
Yes,
would keep it moist.
Okay.
Now what we're going to do is go loop under in the hole and pull.
Okay.
See the knot there?
Yeah, tie the one up.
Yeah, so the knot's always got to be in the middle. Go the opposite way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Okay, we'll go this way.
So this is the way the traditional use for the fish hook?
Yes, so they also use them in, to create the fish hooks as well. And
So
our
you-
toki designs, yeah.
So you continue to do that in the J, so that's quite interesting. And that's truly a very special way to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I ask about this material? What kind of material about this?
Yep, so that stone there is from the Arahuta River, which is one of the main sources for pounamu here in New Zealand. This is also flower jade,
Yes.
and it's typical of New Zealand greenstone, is
Yes.
that they oxidise on the outside. You get a lot of colouring in New Zealand greenstone.
So that's very beginning of to
Yes.
doing J.
Yes.
So can you give me a mark about this one?
Oh, that's a 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's a really nice piece. It's really well formed and good finish. There's no machine marks on it.
Yes.
No machine marks.
Okay.
Really good.
Thank you.
So tonight we are having a dinner at one of my good friends, Sabine's
Yes.
house. I would like to invite you there.
Thank you.
You and your crew.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Come along and we have a home cooked meal.
Could you please tell me more about the Sabina? How you work together to express your own concept about the Maori J?
Yep. So well, I've known Sabine since I was 18. About 18. Yep. Yeah. From then, she's helped me throughout my career, especially in the last 4 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. She gave me that drive to push myself to that next level, which is what I needed. So I studied in China and worked with other master carvers in China. And
Yes.
as soon as I come back, we opened up a retail store. So just by going to China and experiencing different cultures,
Yes.
it's given me that push to push myself to actually see what I needed to be doing,
Okay.
to survive. And that's what I'm doing now.
Okay.
So this is only the first step of what I want to achieve.
So can I ask about Sabrina, how you support Nikki to do that, to be a very great artist, a jade carving master? Can I say that? You're very good at that.
I think so. I think that's what he is, yeah. And I've always thought that what he is, and I always saw someone who's extremely talented and at the same time has this incredibly drive to achieve more, to learn more, to embrace other techniques, cultures, and introducing that to his own culture and making something new out of it, which I think is quite rare. And I was working more in retail and marketing. It's kind of that my experience and knowledge in that can help him.
Yes.
You know, as an artist, like, you know, to build up different parts of his business, so I could help him support like the idea of a retail outlet. I'd understand that, so he can just as a sounding board and helping, and sometimes helping writing proposals and things like that. But first and foremost, I believe that he's got a special a combination of skills what not many people have. And a drive, and that's special.
And like your story, is a face to the international market, not just for the New Zealand people only. So you have to a great view to see how international market going.
Yeah, so I think the style I do have is based on traditional, but it's a stylized form, so it appeals to many cultures, not only just Māori culture. Sometimes, you know, we stylize our pieces to suit to develop as well, because in the old days, you know, they didn't have the tools we have and technology we have, so a lot of the old style was quite simple. So we developed the old forms, but we also make it appealing to other cultures as well. So you can see a similarity in our work to their cultures.
Yes.
Similar to the like Chinese culture.
I think, you know, you just like all those ideas you have, like you've done over the last 5 years, everything that you spoke about, you realize it. So I believe in the next years, everything that you're talking about now and visualizing now, that will also happen. Because the combination of skill and talented and drive and caring and you know, and cultural awareness, all these different elements will make him very successful. Yes. Also on a personal level.
You're a really good friend of Nikki, because some artists, they just need a good friend to support them to do more great view and more advanced themselves. So I'm really happy to know you and Nikki. 这一次其实印证了2件事情，一件事情是我自己常常在说的，自己常常会讲说，越在地就越国际，因为我认为，要国际化不见得是你的东西是要变得很全球性，很新颖是没错，但是也看不出它的文化的特殊性，因为你只要跟这个潮流好像有点关系的话，是不是这个在地性要做的足够，才有办法去更国际化？那另外一件事情就是，我也印证了我自己在这几年也常常在倡议的，就是说，艺术它可以变成 一个很棒的平台。那在这里我们也可以看到非常多的创作者的作品，他们就在诉说自己的故事，让人家知道他文化的美好的那一面，或文化的独特性，文化的故事。这次的旅行去拜访了这2位年轻的艺术家，还有再次拜访 Tipuya， 其实也让我回到了我自己，还有我周边的一些做创作的朋友们，我都还是会觉得找回自己文化的那一份美感，真的是需要靠我们再努力去做。